What is it, the 12-3-30? Do you currently take any supplements? Do this one exercise and your waist will be snatched. You don't have to go strength train. Just because you get the results doesn't mean you did it in a healthy or sustainable way. Sweat wraps, unnecessary. Waist trainers, unnecessary. Blood flow restriction bands, unnecessary. Sauna suits, unnecessary. Let's talk about it real quick. Welcome to week 2 of summer prep. Let's see what Google has to say about this. We have 104 days until summer. We have like 15 weeks until summer. So like, let's get to it. I have cardio this morning. The goal is 350 calories burnt on the Stairmaster. And that should take me about 35. Oh no, it's 350. That'll take me about 45 minutes if I'm being honest. Before I do my weigh-in and check-in and everything, I wanted to say, I think my goal this week is to get more steps in, because although I am active every day, I'm not active throughout the day. Once I've done my workout in the morning, I pretty much sit down for the remainder of my day because I got work to do. But I was like, well, maybe that's a part of it too. Like, I just need to be more active. And so yesterday I was able to get in 3 miles on my walking pad. Remember, I bought a walking pad last week. And just while doing work, I was able to get in 3 miles. I was able to pass 11,000 steps yesterday. So I just want to see like how that helps, I just want to try it out. So for this week's vlog, one of my goals is to get 10,000 steps every day, which again shouldn't be difficult now that I have the walking pad. But let's get right to it. Now yesterday I did have my cheat meal. It was a high carb day, so I don't know what the scales want to say, but whatever. Okay, so I just weighed in and it's 204.7. So this is the first like low that we're seeing. Yay. The beginning of week 2. That's such a great way to start it off. I do feel a little fluffy this morning though, because for my cheat meal yesterday, I made homemade burgers. I had chips. I was supposed to eat the salad with it, but I didn't even have room. I was like content. So today I don't feel light, but according to the scale, I'm a tad bit lighter. I've been doing really good with my water. I just want to make sure I continue to get at least 80 ounces every day. Let me go do my cardio. Top of the morning, ladies and gents, if you're here as well. Today is a active rest day. So my goal for that, in order to hit my 10,000 steps, I am about to start editing a vlog. And while I'm editing the vlog, I'm going to walk on my walking pad. And I'll probably do that for about an hour and a half or 2 hours. I also have to help Q move today. So that's lots of activity, lots of steps and walking. And then I also need to deep clean my apartment. So again, a lot of movement. Today is all about being active, intentionally active without necessarily doing like cardio. So yesterday I ate 2 of the patties that I had made for burgers on Thursday night, and I ate them without a bun. I just had onions, a little cheese on top, and ketchup. Anyway, I really feel like it's weighing me down. It was weighing me down yesterday morning, and it's weighing me down this morning. Remember, I was like, I think I feel fluffy. That's why I was like, why do I feel like this? Like I felt heavy. Yeah, it's the ground beef. Like I don't eat it that often. I guess my body's like, what is this? And it takes so long to digest. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so I just weighed in. And I was at 204.6, so a win is a win. Trending down right now, so that's awesome. I would say I'll see you guys tomorrow, but I actually plan to get back on here for a Let's Be Honest segment. Because we got some things to talk about. Like, let's be real. Let's keep it real honest. So I'll see you guys a little later. Good morning. I'm gonna make this quick. We have strength training today. I also plan to deadlift, and I also plan to take you guys with me to deadlift. Yeah, still focusing on getting 10,000 steps in a day, being active throughout the day and not just while I'm working out. High carb day today, so I'm so excited to go in the kitchen and fix me some pancakes, and I think like maybe the scrambled eggs because I'm out of pretty much anything else. I have to go pick up groceries in actually an hour. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. I just finished weighing in and I'm in a new low this morning, so I'm at 203.2. Focus, babes, focus. Still, I feel like the beef is sitting on me. I know it's been days now. It's been since Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was only been 3 days and I had it on Thursday and Friday, but I really feel like the beef that I ate from those burgers are sitting on my stomach still. Not stressing it either way. Outside of the heaviness I feel from what I believe to be the food, like I feel good. I definitely feel prepared and ready for today's lift. I went to bed at, I want to say 9:30, 9 o'clock. I'm well rested. Now I just have to be well fueled for my lifts. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the gym. Good morning. Good morning. Let's talk about the elephant in the room because I know y'all want to talk about it. Okay, y'all may not want to, but I want to. I hit 385 on deadlifts. Come on, for a 20-pound PR. I've watched the video like a million times because I like to like critique myself and whatnot just so I can do better in the future. But 385 for one. Now I did use wrist wraps, so like does it count, does it not count? It still counts, but I want to be able to actually deadlift it without straps. So but it moves like, did you see it come off the floor quick? My lockout was a little shaky, but we got it. We had to lock out the sticking point. I had 385. I really want to see 405. Even once I hit 405 with straps, I need to be able to hit it without, and then I'm done. I'm done with deadlifts, I think. Oh my goodness. I went in with the mindset I was going to PR, and I did. Today we have cardio. I'm tired of saying this line every time it's in my, it seems like every time I'm on this camera, I got cardio. We have 101 days until summer. Y'all, let's act right. Act right. Summer's gonna be like this. Let's go ahead and do what we do. Okay, so I just weighed in, and I don't manually enter my weight. I make sure that the app is open on my phone, and then I step on the scale so it automatically tracks it for me. But we're at 203, wait, 203.7, which is up 0.5 from yesterday. I'm not mad at that after a high carb day. Wait, I almost forgot. Also, as far as cardio, I'm up 50 calories, which means my goal right now is to burn 400 calories doing cardio this week. So that's an extra 50 than last week. Okay. Top of the morning. So I already weighed in. I'm at 203.9 this morning, which I'm honestly a little surprised about, but again, it is what it is. I got good sleep. Well, I didn't get good sleep. I kept waking up, but I went to bed at a very decent time. I drank my 80 ounces yesterday of water. It was a lower carb day, so I am a little surprised. But let's go ahead and do the physique check-in because I have to get rolling. I am lifting today, so yeah. Yeah, very quick. I gotta go. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. See you tomorrow. The timing of this could not be more perfect. I was gonna start our Let's Be Honest segment of this week's video, and then I was like, wait a second. This morning y'all saw me at 4 o'clock, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's been 6 hours, and you guys saw how I look, right? Even then, I felt like I was a little bit bloated. Anywho, look at me now. Good, there's my light. Look at me now. Look at me from the side. Let's talk about it. And it makes so much sense now. My cycle is due to come on in 2 days. So probably between now and the next 2 days, it'll come on. But I'm having like symptoms already. Could explain the slight increase, could not. Either way, you see how things can change in a matter of hours? A matter of hours. My cycle's here, which means that for me personally, I don't approach training any differently when my cycle is on and when my cycle is off. Because for me, listen to your body, not mine, but for me, the only thing that happens is I get bloated. I feel like a pregnant hippopotamus. That's it. Like, I don't really get cramps. I'm not down bad. I don't have a very heavy flow. So it doesn't normally stop me from working out. It doesn't normally really affect my lifts. Maybe strength-wise. Strength-wise, it could. I don't really pay that much attention. That could be the one thing that is a factor. And maybe energy. Okay, maybe energy too. But normally I just still go and do my regular program because it's not enough for me to stay home. Now, if I'm really feeling down for whatever reason because of my cycle, like it really got me in a chokehold, then yes, I'll listen to my body. I'll take the rest I need, or if I just can't push it that day, I can't. But that's not often. It's not often that I have to miss a workout because of my cycle personally. So yes, I said all of that to say that for me and my cycle, I treat it the same as I would a regular day because my cycle doesn't affect me that bad, thankfully. But however, I believe, in my professional opinion, that you should indeed listen to your body when you're on your cycle. Yeah, listen to your body, but don't make excuses either, if that makes sense. Oh, I just don't feel like going. I don't feel like that's sufficient enough. But it's like, no, like my body needs rest. My body doesn't have it in me right now. Or maybe I'll go walk instead of lifting today. Maybe I'll take it easier. Maybe I won't do as heavy. Those are other options that you can consider. But again, it may be one of those things where it's like, oh no, I'm in bed. I'm not even leaving this bed. I'm not even leaving this sofa today. But only you know that. So you make that decision for you based off of how you and your body feel. Yeah. So let's actually get into the Let's Be Honest segment. Come on. Okay, so welcome. I actually have quite a list of things that have like come to me over like the last week. So I probably won't touch on them all today, but I will over the course of the 12 weeks of summer prep. So let's get started. Oh, let's start right here. Sweat wraps, unnecessary. Waist trainers, unnecessary. Blood flow restriction bands, unnecessary. Sauna suits, unnecessary. Let's talk about it real quick. How much you sweat does not correlate to how many calories you burn. And it does not correlate, actually let me say this, it doesn't correlate to how much fat you're burning. Some people sweat more than others. That doesn't mean that they are getting in more of a workout than those who don't sweat as much, and vice versa. I sweat a lot. I can be inside the house and look at the sun and start sweating. That doesn't mean I'm burning fat. Just because you put on a sauna suit, all you're doing is drying out your body. You just have to replenish it right back with water. So sauna suits, waist trainers, like, is sculpting your body. And then also let's think long term here. Is this really something that is sustainable? Do you want that to be sustainable? These are just questions I want you to ask yourself, because I'm not trying to make a decision for you. You make the best decision for yourself. As a coach, I have a responsibility to put it out there. BFR bands, so blood flow restriction bands, are normally used in like therapy settings or like rehab settings and things like that. And those are the bands that you may see sometimes where people have them like right underneath their butt and they're tight and they're supposed to give you a pump. Sweat wraps, that goes in there with the sauna suits, like you're just sweating. And you can say you see a difference, cool. But you're also actively working out. You also may be eating different. Maybe those are the things or the reasons why you're seeing a difference, and not so much the sauna suit or not so much the sweat wrap. But I'm just putting it out there. I'm not judging you. I'm just want you to think about it. In line with sustainability, let's talk about the nutrition portion of that as well. There are a lot of different diets out there. There's always something new going on, right? We know about the keto diet. I don't see that being as big anymore, which thankfully I'm not too mad about. Intermittent fasting, other diets, but let's talk about it generically. Well, with keto, in case you don't know what it is, basically you cut your carbs way down. Like, to my understanding, you know, you're eating like maybe 25 grams of carbs a day. You have a high intake of fat, and I would say a high intake of protein. But let's be honest, most people can't even hit their protein as it is. Mind you, carb fuels our body. Carbs help us to be able to think clearly. Carbs are essential. They are important. Carbs are not the enemy. You're limiting those to 25. You're increasing your fats, but not just healthy fats. You're increasing any type of fats, like just eating bacon and cheeses and all these different things that are going to possibly increase someone's cholesterol, their LDL levels, and clog your arteries. So you're increasing the fat way up. And then protein, I'm going to be honest, most people are not hitting the amount of protein they should anyway. So basically, like, doesn't seem very beneficial, right? Now, I'm not going to say it's not effective, because it is. If you're cutting carbs down that low and your body goes into ketosis and is relying on fat, then I get it. I'm sure you're going to see results. People out here have gotten a lot of results from keto, but is it healthy? Just because you get the results doesn't mean you did it in a healthy or sustainable way. Is keto sustainable? Can you go on vacation and still hold true to the same lifestyle that you would at home in regards to keto? Think about it. What I would like to say is, just when it comes to both diet and exercise, pick things that are sustainable. Pick things that you can actually see yourself doing long term. You don't have to give up every single thing and go cold turkey. Just make simple changes, and over time those changes will build on top of each other until you hopefully have a healthier lifestyle. Find a hobby that you actually enjoy. You don't have to go strength train. Although as a coach, I would love for you to, because there's so many benefits. But you don't have to go in the gym and strength train and lift super heavy if that's not what you enjoy. Maybe you enjoy boxing. Maybe you enjoy swimming. Maybe you enjoy, I don't know, something else that's not strength training. Just because you see everybody doing it does not mean that has to be the thing, especially if you don't enjoy it. Especially if you know you can't be consistent and you can't commit to it. Find something that you can. Keep trying different things until you can. Maybe you like group classes. Maybe you don't like group classes. Figure out what you do like and then be consistent in it. As y'all can probably tell, I'm getting passionate. I get real passionate about fitness related stuff. Oh, let's talk about this. Let's be honest. What is it, the 12-3-30 that people do on the treadmill? Okay, let's just start there. Nothing wrong with it. If you're being active, I'm already like rooting for you. Like, kudos to you. If you're doing any type of movement, kudos to you, right? However, I see online a lot of times people are like, do this one exercise and your waist will be snatched. Eat this one thing and your waist is gonna be snatched. I started doing 12-3-30 on the treadmill, and I lost all this weight and I've grown my glutes Pause. Let's pause right there. I really want y'all to think about this. So if you're telling me someone who doesn't exercise or doesn't commit to any type of physical activity at all, or either they do randomly once every blue moon and eat pretty much whatever they want. Let's just say that they are overweight, right? And all of a sudden they started doing the 12-3-30. So walking on a 12 incline at 3 speed for 30 minutes. And they started dropping weight. They're doing this 3 times a week, 4 times a week. They've also changed up their diet a little bit. They're making a little bit healthier choices than they normally would. So now they go on social media and they post, I started doing this, or no, do this if you want to lose your belly fat. Do this if you want to drop weight. Do this if you want to grow your peach and drop weight. It's not necessarily because they did that one thing. It's because they went from being inactive to active. And that goes across the whole spectrum. If you take someone who is not consistently working out and they start actually being physically active and or changing their diet, then almost guaranteed you're going to see a difference. But people like to push it to certain things. Oh, this person's program is the reason why I lost this. That is very much so true. And that program could be very, very valid. But is it just because you started moving? If you take a novice and you get them going, 9 times out of 10, they're going to start seeing changes because they're doing something for the first time. Now, what happens 6 months down the road when you hit your first peak or when things start to slow down? Then what? When the things that were working weren't working. So it's not necessarily that one specific type of exercise or routine or something is like just so great you got to do it to achieve something. It's because you took someone who was once doing nothing to now someone who's doing that thing 3 or 4 times a week. Obviously, they're going to see a difference. When you see someone say this one exercise snatched their waist for a slimmer waist, no one exercise, no one food group, no one supplement can do any of that for you. Which rolls me into my next topic and maybe my last topic because it says I'm already at 12 minutes. And I don't want this to be super long. I have a whole list. Like there's still so much on here to go through. There's still so much. So I guess I'll bring it next time. Like let me know if you guys like the Let's Be Honest segments, or if there's anything you have questions about, so I can bring it to this segment. But I got a list. Even if y'all want to hear it, I'm gonna tell you anyway. The last thing I want to touch on are supplements, I guess. Before I talk about it, do you currently take any supplements? Any pre-workout, any BCAAs, any intra-workout, any creatine, any protein powder? What else? Any L-glutamine, beta-alanine, like any of that? Do you take it? Why? Why do you take it? Is it because your favorite influencer takes it? Did you do any research before you started taking it? Did you look up anything at all before you started taking it? Why are you taking it? If you can't explain to me why you're taking a supplement, then I think that leads to maybe you should figure out why you're taking it. Let's touch on creatine real quick. I used to take creatine. Creatine is naturally created within the body. When you take creatine supplement, so creatine mono, I forget the rest of the word. But when you take it, it's not going to instantly do what the people say it's going to do. It goes back to what I said earlier. If you just started working out, or if you started lifting and you weren't lifting before, and you also happen to start taking creatine too, and you're still in the novice area, you're still within your first year, and you still have that range where first year or two, you're making like huge gains, you will see a difference. I'm sure of it. But it's not to the extent of what I believe is being pushed. So many people are like, oh my gosh, my muscles gotten so much bigger. I've grown so much muscle from taking creatine. Did you know that you have to drink a lot of water with creatine? It could lead to bloating, it can lead to gut issues, it can lead to acne, it can lead to a bunch of different things. You have to drink a lot of water. Let me read to you what creatine does. So creatine is a popular sports nutrition supplement that can enhance exercise performance and recovery. It has also been shown to promote healthy muscle aging and improve brain functioning. So basically, did you hear anywhere in there where it says it's going to help you put on muscle mass? It alone cannot put on muscle. It does not put on muscle mass. It helps with performance. It helps with recovery. It helps so that you can put on the mass, but it is not the mass builder. I'm not saying you don't need creatine. I'm not saying that you do need creatine. Do what you want to do. I just want you to be informed. Pre-workout, why are you taking it? I take pre-workout. That's one supplement that is hard for me to let go of, and I don't know that I ever will. I take breaks. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Even if I got 8 hours of sleep, it gives me an extra go, which I love. Protein supplements.
I have started taking protein powder again. I have to hit 200 grams of protein. And I'm gonna be quite honest, I don't understand for people who maybe have to hit like 130, 140, 150, why can't you? Especially from Whole Foods, majority of mine comes from Whole Foods. You take 200 minus 30, 170 grams I'm getting from Whole Foods. The other 30 is coming from one protein shake a day. One, that's if I need it. Point in saying that is, you don't have to take protein shakes or have protein bars. I just started back. I know I'm all over the place. The last time I had ordered protein was in June of last year. I didn't start back until last month in February. Once I started tracking my macros again, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna need a little extra help here, especially me realizing like, girl, you really at 205? Like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna need a little extra help. Whole Foods is always gonna be like the better option for the most part. Like, let's be honest, is the food really even that healthy these days? They put in any and everything in everything. So that's a whole nother topic. Any supplement that you're taking, and even those greens, do you think the green powder is working? I used to take the green powder. Is it working? Just eat you some kale, eat you some spinach. Like, Whole Foods, yeah. I just want you to do your own research, maybe, if you want to. But if you don't, I understand that too, because there's a lot of information out there. But that's the whole point of me having these, let's be honest, portions. 18 minutes is wild, y'all. I have got to go. I gotta go. In regards to let's be honest, I'll see y'all in next week's video. But I will see y'all tomorrow morning.
Good morning. I just weighed myself and I'm at 204.5 this morning. So it crept back up. Yeah, I still feel very much so bloated. I feel like any moment now, Mother Nature's gonna do her thing. Let's go ahead and do the physique check-in. I don't have too much to say because my energy is down right now. But yeah, it's a cardio day. Boring. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Sorry about my lack of interaction yesterday. I really think the combination of the time change plus pre-cycle like moodiness and stuff hit me hard yesterday morning, but I felt a little bit better today. So oh yeah, I just weighed in. First, how many days do we have now into summer? Yikes, we're under 100. We have 98 days. I weighed in this morning at 203.8. Back down some, so it's really just teeter-tottering, whatever the word is. 203, 204 lately. I mean, 203, 204 lately. So yeah, I'm lifting today. I have hip thrust, and I actually don't know what else is on my program. I'll look when I get there, but yeah, it's lift day. Yay. Let's do this.